Ready, set, go. And we're back, dude, with, well, myself, Mike Theophil. I was gonna intro him real quick, but I don't want to. I can do it after. We got Tony in the back.
Yo, yo.
He's always there doing his thing. And then we have a Sacred Heart, camera op, content creating legend in the house, Manny Santiago. What is up, dude? Pound it again. I'm excited to have him here because
I'm nervous as hell. I'm a very open person, but like
to select few.
Not just people who ask.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not out there to say everything.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't gloat. I don't.
Yeah.
Like but if you ask me, I'm here. Like I like being knowledgeable.
Right.
And teaching people sometimes. But I seriously, it's if you want it. I don't like dealing with people that don't care.
Yeah. I've always been, because we've talked and stuff, but like we've never been able to really dive into who you are, who you were, because that's what the show is. It's just getting to know you as a person. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who know who Manny Santiago is, but don't know the backstory. Ready, set, go. And we're back, dude, with well, myself, Mike Theophil. I was gonna intro him real quick, but I don't want to. I'm gonna do it after. I got me, Mike Theophil. We got Tony in the back.
Yo, yo.
He's always there doing his thing. And then we have and I said I'm gonna start like this, a Sacred Heart, camera op, content creating legend in the house, Manny Santiago. What is up, dude? Pound it again. Brother. I'm excited to have him here because
I'm nervous as hell.
Don't be nervous.
Aww.
So I met Manny 3 years ago. 3 years ago?
Yeah, 3 years.
3 years ago now. 3 years ago now. And shout out Brian Thorne. He was on this show.
Great guy.
Great guy. He told me about Manny because we're very similar, he said, in things that we liked and the way that we were. And then I met you at our first shoe dinner go out drink thing where they buy you drinks or whatever, and then
always a good time
at the golf course.
Vazzy's?
Vazzy's, yeah.
Vazzy's,
that's where I met you for the first time.
That's the go-to, man.
That is the go-to spot. Very low key.
Wings and pizza.
Wings and pizza
all day long.
It's the best.
Oh my god, dude!
No better combo.
Every episode, I feel like it's wings and pizza. We're talking about.
Yeah, honestly.
Why wouldn't it be? They should always have a segment of wings and pizza, dude.
God.
I know, it's the best.
Getting hungry.
Honestly, yeah.
Don't start. Can we just end this now? Are we done?
This happened last time, honestly. We just talked about food for a while and we just got super hungry.
And we said we should have catered, dude.
It's all good. I got my coffee. I got some time on my hands. Let's get this rolling.
So, I've always been, because we've talked and stuff, but like we've never been able to really dive into who you are, who you were, because that's what the show is. It's just getting to know you as a person. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who know who Manny Santiago is, but don't know the backstory.
Yeah,
right?
That's actually true.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm a very open person, but like
to select few.
Not just people who ask.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not out there to say everything.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't gloat. I don't. Like to, but if you ask me, I'm here. Like I like being knowledgeable and teaching people sometimes. But I seriously, it's if you want it. I don't like dealing with people that don't care.
Yeah. So, genuinely, yeah.
Yeah.
Like fake people who are just there to be like, blah, blah,
It's
blah,
not
blah.
even that. It's like a lot of people like to just BS. And it's just like, if you really want help, I have so many, you know, I helped teach for so long. And I wasn't even a professor. I was just like an equipment person.
Yeah.
I was just there and people asked me for help.
Yeah.
And, you know, all the people, I remember everybody that asked for help
and
wanted to know stuff.
Yeah.
They knew it, and they got to do what they do now. So it's cool.
So you're from Mass, Manny?
Massachusetts.
Born and raised?
I was born in Puerto Rico.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
When did you move to the States?
When I was young, probably around 2, 3, maybe 2.
Where to?
We went to Ohio. My dad was the assistant coach at Ohio State University.
Oh, cool. For
tennis.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, he actually won a Big Ten.
Wow.
Dude's good.
That's sick, dude.
My pops is awesome.
That's my sister plays tennis. I always joke with her that I could beat her, but she played D1. I definitely can't.
My dad could be 97 and he still whooped me.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's so bad. He used to like literally just make me run back and forth on the court.
Is he from Puerto Rico? Or is your
everybody? My whole family's from Puerto Rico.
So
we were one of the first to actually leave.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like your family originally.
Yeah.
Were you first generation or second? What would you consider yourself?
I don't even know.
Like, were your parents?
Everyone was born in Puerto Rico.
Okay, so you're first generation, technically. But you're born in Puerto Rico, but you were like raised in the States.
In the States, yeah.
But that's crazy. So why? So I just actually want to talk about your dad a little bit then.
Hell yeah.
So he was in Puerto Rico and obviously played tennis there.
Oh, dude, he was like #1.
Wow.
Yeah, at his prime, that's like, dude, he has the same passion for tennis that I have for film.
Right.
Or not even film, just like being creative.
Yes, exactly.
And he was good. He was a lefty, man.
Lefty.
Yeah.
It's lefty over
Dude,
there.
solid lefty.
Yeah.
Solid. Yeah.
That's dope. So clearly, I mean, did you play tennis? Like
that was the thing.
Yeah, you weren't into it.
It was
Yeah.
one of those father-son things, because I have a younger brother too. We both didn't do that stuff.
Okay, wow.
It was just kind of, we pushed off and did different sports.
Was he chill with that?
I think now he regrets the way he did it.
Yeah.
And now he's actually like gonna,
Your #1 fan.
yeah,
dude,
he loves it, but he's also my kid. Like now he's like, oh, I'm gonna take a different approach with him because I'm gonna teach him how to do it.
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
All right.
And maybe maybe your kid will be a
Dude,
tennis star. Who
imagine
knows? Like,
dude, I want
skips the generation and
I hope it does.
Yeah.
I hope it does. I need this kid. This kid's like the most solid thing that's ever happened to me, and
that's
I want
awesome.
him to be like the best at something.
Yeah, yeah. No, he definitely will, especially
Yeah.
with you.
He's nuts.
So Ohio, how long were you there for?
So we were there until I was probably 4.
Oh, okay.
Because then my brother was born, and I think we left right after that, and we went to Massachusetts because my dad got a head coaching job at a college,
Okay, cool.
an all-women's college, Mount Holyoke College.
What's that like growing up with like a college coach parent? Like,
Well, you know what? It's cool. Mount Holyoke is a very diverse college, and it's been an all-girls college. It's LGBTQ like forever.
for like they're like leaders in that.
Yeah, they've been. It was funny because when I grew up, I never understood like what the problem was, because I grew up with
Yeah.
gay,
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
It was like it was such a safe place to be in.
Yeah.
And now with all this debate and all this crap, I'm like,
What's the debate?
I'm like exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like I don't understand what it is.
Yeah.
So it was a great environment, and that whole college has been great to my family, and my dad just loved it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's cool because your dad has certain times off.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
same time as you.
Right.
So like
Summers and
summers
stuff.
we get to hang out with my pops.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff. Like,
awesome.
yeah, and go to the I had a facility to play every sport.
Oh,
a
that's
college
true.
facility, dude.
Holy shit.
I had basketball courts, I
Yeah.
had track, I had tennis
Yeah.
courts, soccer, everything that I could think of, I had there.
Wow.
So
That's
it's like-
actually sick. I never
Right?
thought of that part of
Yeah.
it. Growing
Like,
up, like just using the facility,
Dude,
and being
after
around the
hours
athletes.
at night, my
Wow.
dad walks in. We turn on the lights. We have to wait 15 minutes because the lights
like-
are like those halogen
Yeah,
things
yeah,
that like
yeah.
flicker for 20.
Yeah.
And then I have a whole court.
Wow. Dude, that's
We
sick.
used to just play all the time. It was dope.
That's
It was
sick.
good.
And then so growing up there, how did you fall in love with like cinematography or film or whatever? Was it just something you saw for the first time and you were like, "Whoa, there's like something going on. I like this."
No, it was. It didn't even start with movies. It started with skateboarding.
Oh, filming like skateboarding and stuff.
Well, I couldn't skate at all. I can ride on a board.
Yeah, but
I
you
can
can't, like-
maneuver. I can do
Yeah.
it. But you tried to get me to do a
Half
skate
pipe,
trick.
yeah, go on
how did-
grind.
Actually, I dropped in a few times.
Okay,
I
cool.
ate it so
Yeah.
God, I think I've broken half a few times. And right,
But your boys were
can you
all
imagine
skaters?
that? Like, just dude, I
No.
would slam that
Right.
shit.
Dude, I
was
never
a
tried
blader.
it. Yeah, I tried
down the half
skateboarding,
pipe.
and I remember like being at the skate park my first time. My buddy drops in, breaks his collarbone, and I was
Right
like,
before you?
Yeah.
right. But I didn't go. I was like,
Yo, how
and
discouraging
he
is
was
that?
like,
You're like,
oh, like you go first, I'll go after you. Like we'll
Yeah.
go back and forth, whatever. He broke his collarbone, and then we had to call an ambulance. And
and you're like, you know what? That's.
maybe I don't have to do it, dude.
I'll go with your warning. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the thing. It's just like I suck.
And all your friends were skateboarders.
And all
like-
my friends were skateboarders. And so I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can pick up a camera.
And I'm not trying to say back then, but like you know.
listen,
back then.
It is back then.
Okay, so yeah,
It
back
really
then,
is. That shit, dude, I realized like that's 20 years ago.
Yeah, and dude, that's back then. Skateboarding was huge, dude.
Yeah.
Like it was so different than
it
it
was
is
so
now.
awesome.
Tony Hawk, dude.
Yeah,
like
well,
90s,
yeah,
early 2000s.
Bob Burnquist,
Dude,
all those guys.
All those
like,
guys. I
Andy
used to get the
Andy
Transworld
McDonald.
videos and the
Yeah.
Transworld
Yeah.
magazine.
Dude, those were sick.
So
So
cool.
I could see how that inspired you.
It was
yeah.
the greatest thing ever. So
Yeah.
we would do that, and of course, we started like a team.
Yeah, yup.
And it
Yeah.
was I had a logo. I had
Yeah.
people do
Nice,
it. I actually knew how to code very simply
Wow.
HTML, so I was able to
Wow.
create a website.
Wow.
dude, it was so like someone
And that's
could create
before
a better,
everybody. You could just go on Google and be like, free website creator.
Dude, it was like I had to figure it out. It was like netfirms.com. It was like whatever it was, and I'm sitting there reading code, and I'm like, I don't understand. All right, I couldn't. It was a foreign language, and now I don't even understand how people do it.
Yeah.
But it was.
I don't get it.
I couldn't. I had to pay for something just to be able to put like videos up. I didn't have there was no YouTube.
Yeah.
So I had to like actually have a server to actually like do all this crap, and it was fun. I would spend so much time. That's all I would do.
Yeah.
And our friends, I have tapes on tapes on tapes on tapes of just every single day. You can see the time codes.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What was the name of your team?
It was Imported Talent. And then we did King Status. But Imported Talent was the original.
The main,
yeah. I don't know how the hell I thought about that. But we put out a 42-minute video, Jackass style.
Wow.
It was like Jackass
awesome.
skateboard.
Yeah.
Every kid had their part. But then there was like all the stupid crap in between because that was the other thing. We're like the Jackass generation.
Dude, so, and we're like on. I'd say we're like we caught the end of it, and we are a part of that because I saw a meme to add to what you're about to say. It's like you guys grew up on the Paul brothers. We grew up on Jackass. We're different breeds.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like, completely different breeds. Like it wasn't even Jackass. It was Bam. Because he was a skateboarder. So I was like, dude, this dude's awesome. He's super young and he's crushing it. And then he comes out with CKY. It was like some older kid was like, yo, have you guys ever seen CKY? I'm like, what the hell is that? He's like, Camp Kill Yourself? I'm like, what? It's like, it's a band and a thing. And I'm like, awesome. So we started watching. Then all of a sudden I'm like, it was LimeWire days, if remember those days.
Napster.
Kazaa, Morpheus, all those terrible virus apps.
Yeah.
But I would just find all these sweet things, and I'd just sit there and watch for hours.
That's awesome.
And then we go out and skate and do stupid crap, and then come back and watch it for hours.
Wow.
And then I would just film, upload, just as much as possible.
What are your thoughts on the new Jackass film coming out? Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah.
Do you like it? We loved it. I think it looks amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna
be. They look amazing, all of them too. Dude, like shout out to those, except for Bam.
Yeah, Bam's having a rough time.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But like I was watching it also. I was watching that Steve-O podcast, and he was with Bert Kreischer, the Machine.
Yep.
Yeah.
And brilliant.
Yeah.
But he was saying something that people invest in people.
Yeah.
So like he's like, I invested in you guys. I kind of like chose you guys. And when you guys are having your ups, you're having your ups. And when you guys are having your downs, you're having your downs. Like all those times when you see Bam down, you're like, come on, dude.
Yeah, I know.
It was our childhood.
Yeah.
It was literally everything. I used to have the belt buckle that had Bam's like thing on it and everything.
Yeah.
I used to draw the pentagram thing or whatever the hell his thing is.
Yeah, his logo.
Dude, it was the greatest thing. All color choices were always like pink.
Yeah. Yep.
And we listened to weird music. I was a hardcore kid.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. Like that's the other way I got into this business was filming musicians and bands.
Got
and
it.
So
you kind of transitioned a little bit from skating.
I mean, it's pretty. It's not a transition. It's pretty the same thing.
Yeah.
Like people that skate.
They're in that world.
Like that type of stuff. It's like me in video. It's like
Yeah.
those guys and that. So, but there was a great promoter and a good friend of mine, Scott Lee, that lives in Western Mass, and he pretty much ran everything.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. He would book shows and stuff, and he got me in, and I used to shoot a lot of promos for all the bands that he
That's
pitched.
dope.
Yeah, so then it was just like, it was a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fun time.
And what age was that? Like what?
That was probably...
Like what grade? Or
it was probably like 11th grade
–
to probably around 26.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that span of time was a lot of music industry stuff. It was going to shows. I would have worked some shows. I did security at some shows. I did a little mini doc on one. There's a big festival called Metal Fest that he does every year, and it's like the pinnacle of hardcore and heavy metal.
Yeah.
You get to see so many cool bands, and it's fun. But yeah, during that time it was that, and then that's how I started meeting other people that did video stuff.
Yeah.
All the other directors that did music videos for all these bands, he would actually be like, hey, we're shooting this for this. You want to come hang out? Hell yeah, let's go do that. And it would be like hours and hours and hours of me just standing there.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. Half the stuff that I know is because of that.
Right. Yeah. Just soaking it in. So then 26, what made you go to SHU then?
I was still at SHU during all this.
Oh, you were?
Yeah. Okay, so I went to school from 05 to 09.
For what?
It was Masters in Media Studies and Communications.
Where'd you get your undergrad in?
Media
at
Studies.
SHU?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I never did the graduate program.
Oh, okay. So you just did, okay. So
here's this.
Got it.
So I went to school, undergraduate, Media Studies and Communications. Mm-hmm. I think it was my junior year. I met Brian through another kid, and I went and started shooting weddings for Brian. That other kid graduated, so then my senior year I became Brian's like TA, and everything. So I would just help him all the time. And then when I graduated, he was like, "Hey, why don't you come live with me for 30 days?" I have, he was again. I watched the podcast with him, and he was talking about Los Primos. So he had a bunch of footage that he hadn't cut and stuff. So he goes, "Why don't you come and cut this stuff for me?" And I said, "All right." So I came here and I spent, I think the whole month of June, and I never left.
Wow.
So I literally lived with Brian for, I think, 5 years.
Wow.
And during that time, I was helping him at school, and then once he got really busy, I would cover a few classes.
Right.
So it was just kind of like this thing.
Smooth transition.
Yeah. Almost. So I would just kind of be working for him, doing a bunch of shoots with him for his production company, Veritas, and then I would help him at school. And then I met Miller was always with me, but then I started talking with him more, and then they decided to make the SCM program. And Miller decided to hire me as an equipment and just like helper, pretty much. It was a very vague job. It was a very, it was like the tech part of it,
right?
Because I've been working a little bit in the business, understanding like what we need, what we do, all the new stuff. So, and that was that. So then I got hired by Sacred Heart, and so I was there for 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. 3 full part-time years, And after that, that's when I just got a little too busy. Because, I think the last year I would not be there for, 4 weeks.
Yeah. Sounds like the Thorn schedule.
Yeah, it was literally a Thorn schedule. Exactly. And that was just like...
And that's tough in the module type of format where it's like... Yeah.
Well, for me, it was a little bit easier because most of the questions and stuff that people always ask, I could answer over the phone.
Remotely, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd be in the middle of a shoot, answering.
An
email being like, "Oh, what you need?" It's like... And it was when we first moved into that big building.
The Martiri one?
Yeah, we would bring the studio over. So we'd bring all the cameras over. We'd bring a different switcher over before all that was set up.
Right.
So we'd have to build up a full studio and then shoot. It was rough times.
Yeah, that is tough. I mean, I remember when we were at SHU, just breaking and setting down the podcast camera type stuff was annoying for people. I can only imagine a full studio.
This was everything, like a full TriCaster, everything. We take the van and just bring it over.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Tony's had a few van trips.
Oh, I've had more than a few all around campus at midnight specifically.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
White van, blacked out.
Yeah. Not sketchy at all. Mustache man.
Mustache, candy written on the side.
We have candy.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
I know that one.
Yeah. All right. So dang. So that's crazy. So when did you start transitioning to the job you're doing now, where you're like, you just got home from a job, and the next thing you know, you got a text like, "Can you come down to Minnesota in 48 hours?" You know what I mean?
Lately it hasn't been like that because of COVID.
Yeah.
But there was a point where it was like that.
Yeah.
And it was like, I was spending a lot of time. I moved to an apartment in Greenwich when I first started working for Mall Media, which is Andrew Ocean, who's another
former SHU
grad. He was like, I need you closer. And I was like, well, I got nothing right now. So I found this apartment and I lived there, and I would it'd be a place I squatted at.
Yeah.
I would show up. Yeah. I'd be there for 3 days maybe, and then I'd be gone again. My roommates were 2 women, these 2 girls that were super, super nice. And they had, I was very surprised they chose me.
Yeah.
Because this again, and 2 girls.
Yeah.
And they're renting this top, it was the attic. And it was just the spot. And I'm like, I probably won't even be here that much, blah, blah. And I really wasn't.
Yeah.
That was the Sports Illustrated days. And,
oh, wow.
And Sports Illustrated days were They were aggressive.
Like just constant.
Yeah.
travel.
So we would work on we had a show named Rising Stars, and it was pretty much players that were either in the NFL, not NBA, college basketball, college football, and baseball. And then I think they switched off with a few random sports. But Andrew had a contract with them, and it was 24 episodes in a very small time frame. So we would go out. I would get sent down for spring training, and there was no ticket back.
Wow, just like, yeah.
He'd be like, all right, you go down there. I went with a producer with my friend Steve, and we would be down there for literally 2.5 weeks.
Until you're done, basically.
Yeah,
shooting.
because we would get down there, we'd have one team booked, and we'd have to wait. Because spring training is just a mess. But once you get credentials in spring training, you're like, fine.
Yeah, you can
do
whatever.
I was flying drones and stuff.
Yeah.
No one cared.
It's dope.
In the dugout, you're just kind of like shooting.
Yeah. No, and they don't even care, I bet.
No,
yeah.
because
like the players even.
Yeah, dude, everybody.
Yeah.
And so those were the wild days because we'd be going from spot to spot. Or like we did an NCAA tour, and it was like Duke, North Carolina, Kansas, Michigan. And it was like, go shoot 2 days, travel 1 day, go to the next spot, travel again, go to the next spot, finish off.
Wow.
And it was just like, it's a whirlwind.
Yeah.
But it's fun at first.
And then it gets to be a lot.
Yeah. It gets to be a lot, but once you start figuring out like little things, like how to travel.
Right.
It makes things easier,
Yeah.
you know. All the loyalty programs, everything. Everything makes it easier.
Right.
But I mean, you can't complain because like I get to do what I get to do, and then I get to come home and hang out.
Yeah.
Like people are waking up doing their 9 to 5, and I'm sleeping in.
Stressing out and stuff, trying to get up and stuff. Yeah, no, you're definitely doing something you love to do.
Yeah.
When did you meet your wife?
I met my wife actually through a SEM grad.
Dude, shoe.
I'm telling you, it's insane.
Deeply rooted.
Yeah,
Deeply.
As much.
And he's wearing all red.
Wow.
Shoe colors.
Crap.
Honestly,
I seriously did not even think of
I've
that.
ever seen you wear any color besides black.
Yo, I became a dad, and all of a sudden I was like, I should probably start
wearing
at
some
least,
colors.
Yeah, just a little bit. I used to literally.
How old's your kid?
What was it?
My kid just turned 1.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Congrats, dude.
he's an
That's
animal.
awesome.
He's a psycho.
Is he like running around
Oh
everywhere?
my god,
Yeah.
screaming. He's having conversation like it's at the point where he's babbling but having a conversation with you.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's just screaming at you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool, dude. I'm like, what do you want to do? He goes, da, 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 da. And I'm like, awesome.
It sounds good. Let's figure out what that is.
Yeah, like we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But
That's funny, dude.
Yeah, he's good.
What's his name?
RJ.
RJ. Cool.
Yeah, man.
So how'd you meet your wife?
So
Curious.
So an SCM grad, Slane, she was the first year. I had met them, and at that point I was that's the other thing. At that point I was closer to the student's age, so it wasn't like
Yeah. Like who's
you know.
this?
I think the last year with you was the last year that I went, I think I'm done.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Actually, we keep on getting so far away from this thing. But
I don't care.
Ireland with this guy.
Yeah. He told me.
Was one of the best times of my
he
life.
told me.
That first year,
Yeah.
but that was the year that I said, all right, this is the last time that I can come to Ireland and go out every night with students. You know?
Yes.
Because then it's weird.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But we had a good time.
No, he
my
told
God,
me
it
like
was so
when he
much
found
fun.
out that you, because I didn't tell them that we were talking, you know, and,
Yes.
and then once we confirmed the day and time, I was like, dude, Manny's coming Tuesday, and Tony's like, Ireland with him. It's freaking epic.
Dude, it was the greatest time.
Yeah.
It was, this was like the first time that I actually really talked with him.
Yeah.
Because I barely even knew Kara. Like after Ireland, this kid was like my best friend.
Yeah. I know. It's hard.
We
for
were
him not
having
to
the
be.
time of our lives.
Yeah.
It was one of those last hurrah things.
Yeah.
But it was because I went the year after, and it was just like
Different.
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
But that first
That's
year,
awesome.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Mario. Oh my
Oh.
god,
Oh,
it was great.
said. But yeah, so you came back from Ireland, or did you like how'd you meet her?
Right. Go back.
Way sidetracked. Yeah.
Wait till I say something else and go on a news story.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
But so SEM grad Slane, I used to hang out with her all the time. Her now husband was my wife's paraprofessional, because my wife's a special ed teacher in Westport, and they were talking, and she's like, "You got to meet this girl. I think she's perfect for you." I was like, "All right," and it was actually New Year's, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna hang out on the 2nd," and I was like, "Sure." Show up. It was 6 years ago now, I think. I hope. I don't really know. I forget. And we meet. She literally knocks on the door, kicks the door open, and she's just like, "Fuck you, Jason. Hi, I'm Marianne." And I was like, I think I love you already.
Yeah.
Like, is that possible?
Yeah.
And literally, we were inseparable.
Wow.
From that moment on, like literally, I chased her across the street in Stanford because she was just having the time of her life, and she was playing me pretty much. She's like, if he follows me, then all right. And I was like, I'm gonna go follow her.
Yeah. And then you got her.
Yeah. And then she literally said, as I was leaving, she goes, "You can text me if you want." I was like,
I'm going to.
Thanks for the permission.
Yeah.
I didn't even make it home before she texted me because we had eaten and she had leftovers, and I was jealous that she had half a hamburger. And she texted me saying that she had finished it, and I was like, well, I kind of don't love you as much, but I still do. I think.
Yeah.
But that was it. And from that moment on, it was.
Was it hard to like travel with, be gone a lot with her? Was she cool with that?
That's my favorite part about her.
Yeah.
She's an artist also.
Okay.
She's a painter. She's a sculptor. She's done so much stuff.
Yeah.
And she understands the mindset of being an artist. And we talked. We started that relationship very, very open. We're like, we're doing this. I hate this. I hate this. Do you hate that? Yeah, I hate that. Like, boom.
Yeah.
No
finding
secrets,
shit out later.
This is just like we were so over that.
Yeah, I hate that.
It was done.
No,
it was
the worst.
so done. Yeah, and
just be who you are, and then if you don't like each other, there, you save so much time.
Yeah. And I told her, I was like, listen, I'll probably be gone a lot. She goes, that's fine. I'm like, okay. And then when we started talking about kids, I'm like, all right, now she understands it. I understand it. We find ways to do everything.
Yeah.
It's worked out great. And actually, you know what? People need to also understand, sometimes being apart
it's just what you
really
need.
Helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It's
like,
just what you
I can
need.
annoy the crap out of my wife.
And I'm sure vice versa. Like, yeah.
No, never. She's a freaking angel. How dare you?
Yeah.
No, but like that's just a normal thing.
Yes. If you guys are around each other all the time too much, like I love my alone time sometimes.
Yeah,
I
me
just
too.
love just nothing. Nobody, no phone, no nothing. And I just like that's it. And then I come back way more refreshed and better for everyone.
Right.
Exactly. And everyone needs a break from everything. I don't care what anyone tells you. Like it's dumb to not think that you need a break from someone because it's just normal.
Right.
And I think this pandemic showed that to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for us, it was just like, cool. Like if I need to go out, I'll be like, hey, because usually I like to go out and do photo drives.
Just go do your thing.
Yeah, at night especially because then it's quiet and I'm just like I just drive, put my music on.
You do post such cool photos, dude, on your page. You do.
It's what I love to do.
Yeah.
Like I brought my camera. Like I always have a camera on.
Yeah.
Me, no matter what.
Right.
Even if it's just my phone because I want to get stuff.
Yeah.
It's one of my things. I try to create at least one thing every day.
Nice.
If I can, but it's just fun for me. So
no, what's your Instagram handle?
You'll Never Walk Alone.
You'll Never Walk Alone. I'm telling you, he posts such good.
I have a
it's
few.
Crazy. It's dope. You have a good eye, and you edit the photos well too. It's.
Oh yeah, that's
definitely
that's taken years.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I know.
I look back at my stuff; it looks horrendous.
I think about that. Like I do.
I love doing that.
A week ago, even I'm like, Jesus.
Dude, I've looked at because I have everything archived, and some nights when I'm like having like one of those like nice relaxing nights, I'll go through my hard drives and I'll look at like photos.
Yeah.
And just like I have an iPhone like backup folder and it's like I have 30 folders in there of just iPhone backups.
Wow.
Photo backups.
Wow.
Each folder has about 1,000 plus. And I just go and it's like from 10 years ago and you start seeing some of your photos and you go, oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, HDR really hurt things. Because fads.
Yeah.
Every group has these fads, and it's like, all right, this. Like, in film, it was like sliders for like 9 years, and then this and that. But yeah, It's fun. I like Instagram is interesting.
Yeah, what do you think about this whole social media boom with all videos and
Dude, I hate social media.
I figured, yeah. I mean,
more than anything.
Yeah.
It's just I hate it and I love it. When it's work, when it's like a job to do it, then I'm like, all right, this is a cool thing.
Exactly.
Like let's put stuff up, but like I'm the one that I post food stuff when I'm eating and stuff and all that stuff. But now I'm starting to realize it's just like I don't care about what anybody else thinks anymore.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like just screw it, just post stuff.
Post whatever.
Yeah, and have fun with it because if you take it too seriously, you're not gonna enjoy your life.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy how much people like really actually genuinely care about what they're posting. You know, like because they care about what other people are gonna say about it. Like a photo, just even a simple selfie. For some, people is the most extreme thing.
One of my favorite things that I started doing was starting other accounts. Because then I would just post and not care. So I have like a black and whites account. I have my art account. I have a bunch of just random accounts, and those were the best because I would take a photo of something and upload it and not even think.
Yeah.
Boom, there it is.
Yeah.
And instead of like my professional one, which is Manny Santiago Visuals, that's usually just stuff that I do for work.
Right.
So I try to make that look very professional and organized and stuff, but if it's not for work, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm the same way. My personal page is like, I don't even remember the last time. I think Juneteenth last year, something I posted. But yeah, dude, it's crazy. So like, how did you get from doing Thorn type of gigs, with helping him out with his production company, and then you and your buddy, and this other venture that you guys have going on, where it's like, you guys are. I remember a couple years ago, you were like telling me, I forgot what pro athlete. You're like, yeah, I'm about to go do like a Nike or something like that, like promo with this dude. I'm like, oh my god, that's sick,
dude. It's. I'm not gonna say it's all luck because a lot of it is. A lot of it's just luck and where you are. A lot of it's the type of person that you are.
Yeah.
I'm not the greatest at what I do. Everyone that I know in the business is better than I am, like by far. Like one of my favorite people in the entire world, his name's Alex. He's one of my favorite people to work with. His brain just works different, especially with finding shots and doing stuff. So it was persistence in the fact that I knew I was never going to get a 9-to-5 job. Things change. It could happen.
Yeah.
But I never want, and I never wanted to be a PA either. I hated that.
Yeah.
I hated that more than anything because also back in the day, it was like you'd get on like a student film and they just treat you like shit.
Right.
Like garbage. They did not care who you were.
Yeah.
Because it's their thesis film and it's a serious film about this and that. Dude, no. That's the other part I had problems with the film, and everyone took everything so seriously.
Seriously, yeah.
Like so seriously. It's like, dude, sometimes you get a shot to get a shot.
Yeah.
And that was my favorite part. That's why I think I went more into this type of stuff because I get to have more fun, more freedom
to be creative and stuff.
Yeah, when you're on the run doing stuff, it's a little bit more like reactive. And you're finding cool stuff, but also you have to be paying a little bit more attention. Sometimes the movie business, you're like, even some of the promo stuff we do now, like it just takes time, setting up the lights,
Again.
Yeah, instead of like. Again, if you miss it, you miss it. You have to figure out another way to fix it. But the whole stopping and I thought that's what I wanted to do. I really did. I really wanted to make movies, and then it just faded away. And then I just started loving what I'm doing now.
Yeah,
and that's when like you start meeting people that are the same way. And with COVID and stuff, it's
how was that for you?
I thought it was going to be worse. But I'm also used to not having work sometimes. So that part wasn't that surprising. It was a shock to my wife.
Yeah.
And to a lot of people because they're not used to it. But like, I'm used to having a really good month and then maybe having 2 months that I don't do anything.
Yeah.
And that's possible because I work really hard for that 1 month.
Right. Like you're going, you put that in 1 month, it's like 3, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. And if you can figure out how to do that, if you can figure out how to deal, and again, thick skin is also another thing because people just talk and they say stuff. Like I used to be terrified of getting emails from Andrew. Like literally, he would send me these emails.
Miller?
No, not Miller. Sorry, Andrew Ocean.
Oh, okay.
Mall Media.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, my bad.
Sorry.
But he would send me emails, and every email I'd be like scared shitless.
Before you like opened it?
Yeah, I'd be like, oh crap, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
And that was always stressful.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine having to deal with like the actual business end of it, because that's the other thing. I attach myself to the people that did the business part.
Yeah. So you're just like on the field doing your thing.
Yeah. So like it's me as a camera and stuff, and then I have like people that run their business, but I try to be like the first person into all those.
Yeah.
Because then I know like they know me, they like my work, they're gonna hire me for most of the stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and if they like me, then they're gonna want me there.
Right.
Because you're spending long days with people.
Yeah.
If you hate someone, it's like,
yeah,
it makes it rough.
Yeah.
But again, you only have to deal with them for a certain amount of time.
Right.
But I also have friends that work like shows, like another shoe graduate, Danny Nev.
Did shoe?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, shoe's a good spot.
Yeah.
Now I realize that more. But,
yeah.
But it's also because of this.
Yeah.
It's like these guys help me. I'm going to help whoever else. You guys are doing this. We'll try to help. And that's why this has always been, Sacred Heart's been so good, because it's more about the network. That you
Yeah.
And that was the thing with him. It's just like, I'll work with them and they know me and they want to hire me first. And if they don't have budget for me, they still want me there in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And that's how you just keep on going. But like,
it's dope.
There's a lot of days where I'm like, oh crap, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And it's scary. It's scary. Being broke for a while is scary.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, we're in it now. You know
course.
What I mean? Yeah. But it's just like, I don't know. Every day, I feel like every time it's like that moment where you're like, and I'm sure you've had it. It's like, dang, doesn't look too good right now.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's just like, bang,
dude.
Right? Like it just comes out.
It is like a flashbang.
Yeah.
You have no idea it's going to hit you, and like you're in the worst spot, and you wake up in the morning and all of a sudden you have 5 emails saying, yo, we got a job this week. Yo, we got a job next week. Yo, hold this date. And I'm like, oh my God. You start it's an elephant. Let the heavens open up, baby.
Halo theme song.
Yeah. But you also realize it's like, but that's the grind of it. That's why people can't handle it.
Yeah.
Sometimes like bail.
Yeah.
It's
thick skin.
Yeah, thick skin. It has to be you who does. Nobody else is going to help you. No one's knocking on your door as much as I wish they were. I don't care how well you do. Like some of the best people still have to like apply for the job.
Yeah,
they have to show what they're doing. You know, like not everyone just gets picked up and all right, you get to do whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you just struggle, but again, I can do one job that covers more than at least a minimum wage person makes in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Exactly. One job for one
job.
day.
Yeah, you know, like
2 days max. Shoot, like.
And then people complain about that day being like 20 hours.
Oh my God.
As stupid as it, I'm like, dude,
shut up.
First off, you signed up for it.
Yeah.
Like
you chose this life.
You chose this life. It's an awesome life.
Yeah.
It's stressful. It's hard, but dude, it is so much more fun than mind-numbing stuff.
Yeah, I know.
So it's
What's one of your? I wouldn't say like favorite shoots, but what's a memorable shoot that just?
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, good.
Alaska.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So we were shooting. I'm telling you,
Alaska. Yeah.
Every time. So pretty much, again, this is the other thing that happens is that you find these little crews, the same crews that you keep on shooting with everybody.
Yeah.
And especially now, it's even gotten smaller. So like, it's 2 to 3 people. If you can find 2 to 3 people that can do the job, you'll probably have a better chance with certain things, especially now because of COVID, because they don't want that many people. And blah, blah, blah.
They're spending the big crew budget.
So I work with pretty much the same. Alex is the one that I was talking about before. It was him, me, Andrew Ocean from Mall Media. This was a Mall Media project, and then one of the guys from Screen Vision, which was the client. And we were shooting a salmon piece. This lady was literally just gonna be getting salmon and like harvesting the salmon, fresh salmon out of the Alaskan waters. So they literally flew us out to Alaska, and we drove 4 hours to Homer, which was like a little fishing town. Some of the boats from Deadliest Catch like dock there and stuff.
Oh, wow.
And literally it's like this town on the water, and then there's this big, I forget what it is, like man-made wooden like road thing, and then like a bunch of shops on each end. And the boats would come in, and all the guys would go in and go to the one bar. I think. I forget what it's called. It's one of those bars that literally has like dollar bills everywhere that people have signed and shit.
Yeah.
And that's
the town.
And then there's when we were there, it was June or July. The sun doesn't go down.
That's right.
Wow. Freaks out.
It's crazy. You'll leave the bar at like midnight, and it's sunny.
You'll see it setting here, and then you'll turn your head this way, and it's rising here. Dude, it's light around. Like some of the shots I got, you see light here, and then it's peeking over here.
Wow,
it's tough to sleep in. You don't have blackout shades.
I bet.
Yeah, but it was the most beautiful. Like literally, I could not get a bad shot in Alaska.
Wow.
And I put the drone up, and it was like,
oh,
dude, I didn't.
You don't even have to try.
I don't even have to be good at what I do. I could have just left it up, and it would have just found shots. It was insane.
Yeah,
dude. We're like, we got on a boat to go to this remote island that you can only get there by plane or by boat. Like the planes were going in and out like cars were driving, and then the boat we get in, it's a tiny little place. There's bald eagles everywhere.
Oh, I love.
They're
it.
like pigeons.
Wow.
Bald eagles everywhere. Otters everywhere.
They make fun of me because I'm like, they think I love birds like crazy. I just like, I like the majesty.
You do love birds crazy.
Yeah, but like this, imagine pigeon. I looked up, there were 5 bald eagles. Like I've seen one flying and been like, oh man, that's cool. And then like 7 years later, I'll see another one.
Yeah.
I've seen more in my lifetime looking up at one tree, and it was insane. But it was such a beautiful place to shoot.
Yeah.
And it was just that was probably the best shoot of my entire life.
That's crazy.
It's so solid.
I need to go to Alaska sometime.
Let's go right now.
Right now.
Dude, hop on a flight.
Yeah.
Easy.
That's crazy.
Juneau, here we come.
Yeah. What else? What else was I going to ask you? I forgot right now.
I don't know. Think about it.
Shoot.
You got me now.
I do have you. Most memorable shoot.
Most memorable shoot.
Oh, okay. We'll do the opposite then. What's one that you were like, forget this? Like, I'm not doing this again.
I'm not doing this again.
Like, I just was the worst.
Well, weddings were.
You hated those?
Weddings were terrible.
Yeah. Why?
How come?
There's the amount of money that you're getting paid for the amount of work that you're putting in is absolutely insane. Like if you, it was just terrible. It was also at a time where like, first off, it was the beginning, so I was just grinding. Dude, I was working full days for like $200. It was like there was one day I think I drove to Montauk, shot in Montauk, and drove back.
Oh.
And I think I had to be there at like 8 a.m. and then I didn't get back home until like 3 in the morning.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and half of it was driving and all that stuff, and it was just, and then you have to be in a tux, or you have to be in like
some nice
suit,
outfit.
and I'm like, this is
not me.
Stupid.
Sweating, uncomfortable.
Yeah. So then, but then also I couldn't move.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're trying to do stuff, and then you have like a jacket on.
Yeah, it's like, ugh. What the hell? Yeah, it's true.
And then the equipment, was a little bit tough. We didn't have money for like really good equipment. We were using some Sacred Heart stuff, which was awesome, but like they were just video cameras.
Yeah.
So the product wasn't the best.
Right.
And, when you really like what you do, you want everything, no matter what the price is. Like you want it to look good because people are going to see it.
Yes.
And
that's why I hate. Sorry to cut you off, but that's why I hate doing weddings too, because you want it to be like those cinematic, mic them up, be there for the rehearsal dinner type shit, have the girls,
getting ready,
champagne,
beauty shots,
like all that stuff, like, and then it's
slow-mo,
like when you don't get that, it's
yeah.
like, this is stupid. Like, why do you guys even want this? Like,
exactly. And I was also in this time again where it was this transition of making like a little mini movie like they do now. Like wedding videos now are insane.
Yeah, they're
like they're full on productions.
They are like movies now.
No, it's exactly
8 minutes long.
Dude, you have like 5 people there, sliders, drones. Like I'm paying for a full production.
Yeah.
And that was the transition. Like we were going from giving people like 3-hour long clips of just raw footage. And like if you had a church wedding, game over.
Yeah.
Like I hate it. Like I haven't gone to church since I was a child.
Yeah.
And I would be in there for like an hour and a half. I did a Greek Orthodox wedding in New York.
Forget about it.
I quit. I was like, that was probably one of the ones that I said, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I can't deal with it.
I grew up Greek Orthodox. That's why I mean, now I'm a faithful man, but that's why I lost faith for a long time. You walk in there, first of all, speaking a completely different language, speaking Romanian usually.
That was
Yeah, dude, it's weird.
And no one, but at the wedding, no one can talk.
No one. Not one person.
They couldn't talk, and they also had, I think it was like, there had to have been like 15 people in each wedding party, like on each side.
Yeah.
And they had them from like the oldest to, I think it was like a 6-year-old. But then of course they were lined up perfectly.
Yeah, height.
And I'm sitting there at this beautiful church in New York. And it's just silent.
Yeah.
And it's just the
candles,
two priests doing whatever they're doing. And I was like, wow. And then, but again, very, very long.
Yeah.
It was one of those, like, I knew it was way too long when I had to switch tapes because we were still on tapes.
Oh, my God.
And that was the worst. Like,
yeah.
You're like, oh, crap, I got to switch tape. And then if you have somebody else, you're texting them, like, all right, I'm going to switch. Don't move the camera.
Right.
Quick switch and go.
Yeah.
But you would sit there, and then I'd have to import all those. And each tape's an hour. And it was actually an hour that it would take to do it.
Right.
So those were the worst. And then we had to start getting creative because we're like, all right, now we need to make them like these movies because everyone's coming out with that.
Yeah.
But no one wants to pay for that.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, no one wants to pay for their thing to look absolutely gorgeous and like a feature film.
It's ridiculous. It's like, and that's the thing I don't understand with weddings. It's like you guys are dropping the money already.
Yeah.
Why shortcut anything? Honestly, at that point, it's a one-time thing. Yeah. I just never understood that. It's tough.
It is tough, and I understand. The problem is that people don't understand what it takes to do what we do.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I know they really
We
don't.
say that all the time.
Yeah.
They think. No offense to you regular people out there that aren't making
beautiful people.
Yes, you beautiful people.
Trust me, I don't know how to do math. So
right, exactly. Yeah. So they think like, oh, we just get the camera, film you, put it up, and then click a couple buttons, and that's it. It's like no. We got to color grade. We got to make you look good. We have to cut things out. You said dumb stuff there. Yeah. Like it's just all this different stuff. Exactly. You need an intro. You need a B-roll. You need an outro. You need everything. It's like,
dude, my friend, he told me one time he gave a quote out, and they literally sent him a Nike video and said, we want it to look like this. And he asked for the budget. They're like, he goes, you know that this is like $100,000 plus job, right?
Yeah.
Literally, it was like one of this crazy one. And they were like, oh, we have like a $1,500 budget.
Well, let me show you what you can get for $1,500.
Yeah. It's like, dude, like what? Like you don't argue with your plumber.
No, exactly. Your electrician.
Just because it's a creative outlet for some people and people actually enjoy their jobs doesn't mean that it's worth less.
And that's the other thing. It's like people don't take you as serious when you love what you do. Yeah. Like they want you to look miserable, be miserable, and then it's like, oh, I'll pay this miserable guy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I feel better because he's miserable. I'll give him money, but like this dude's happy. I don't want to pay him for that.
He doesn't need money.
He doesn't. He seems like he's all right.
Yeah, he's good to go. It's like, no.
I see him not working for a week. It's like, no, that's my that's my break. That's how I keep my brain like from not exploding.
Right.
From traveling's stressful. Yeah. Traveling takes time, it takes effort. You have to go, you have to park, you have to get to your spot. If you have a crap ton of equipment, you have to deal with that. If you have
traffic.
Traffic. I have to go. I always have to get like a premium seat or whatever so that my equipment gets on.
And no bullshit.
No BS. Because we can't put it underneath because I have 3 batteries. They're like, literally, you are telling me on your website that you don't allow this to be underneath. So why are you telling me that you want to put it underneath? Little things.
Yeah.
And you start learning how to just
maneuver those.
So once you figure that out, then the travel becomes easier, but it takes a while.
How was that? And you said, I know COVID wasn't tough for you with like the financial. Was it tough?
It was tough.
I mean, not like, I get, it was, but like, was it more tough not being able to travel?
Yeah.
Honestly, after a little bit?
At first, it was like,
chill.
It was awesome. And also, for me,
just had a kid too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I had a COVID baby.
Yeah.
So like, he was born in July.
Okay,
but my wife was pregnant throughout the whole thing. So my last shoot last year was actually the Arnold Classic.
Oh, cool. Dude, sick.
So that was the last shoot.
Do you know the Arnold Classic? Do you know what that is?
I don't know. The
World's Strongest Man.
Yeah.
So exactly, dude. So that's another fun show that I get to work on. And again, it's because I met somebody. I shot with this one guy one time. He liked me. And then he asked if I wanted to work these things. I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the time, I was actually powerlifting.
Oh, cool.
So I was competing, and I was like,
this is fucking
This
perfect.
is the holy grail. I've never gone to this thing.
Yeah.
And that's the other best. This is my favorite part because people do get jealous. You get to go to all these cool places.
Yeah. Yeah. And, like, you get to chill around professional athletes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and you're working with them, and it's the best. Like Thor, like the mountain. Like
yeah.
He's an awesome dude.
Chill.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and once they know you and trust you, like they start they'll talk,
interact
to you
with you more. Yeah, that's dope, dude.
But it was cool.
Was Kai Green there when you were there, or did he not compete there?
So he doesn't. He's bodybuilding.
Yeah.
I was doing only strongman.
Okay,
because
cool.
I was working with the Rogue crew for that.
That's
they
sick,
sponsor
bro.
it. So.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
sick with the blocks. And like,
Yeah.
But that was the last show that I worked, and it was like they were teetering on keeping the actual like conference part of it open, because you know how they have they have all the tents and everybody goes in and they can all see all the brands. They canceled. They only did competitions. So
oh wow,
the only people that
because that was like
yeah. So that was literally I think March 3rd.
So there was like things talked about it, but it wasn't like full blown lockdown.
Exactly. So they're like, we're gonna cancel the full thing, but we're gonna have this. So
yeah.
All right. So that's kind of like, and then it was crazy. Like everyone had to be. We weren't at mask point yet, but like wash your hands all the time, do everything. And then I got back, and 3 days later we were in lockdown.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
Wow.
I was like, yeah.
Once the casino shut down, I knew it was real,
dude.
Right? Because they'll stay open no matter what.
Yeah, they don't care, man.
Yeah.
But it's very weird and it was very surreal, but it was awesome.
Yeah.
Because my wife got to spend 6 months with her newborn.
Yeah.
With no problems.
Yeah.
Every single day. And I got to hang out with my child, see him grow for 6 months straight. Which I was a little afraid of because I'm like, if I travel, like he's gonna see me now and then he's gonna and dude, kids grow.
Yeah.
Apparently super fast.
Yeah.
It's like they eat a Mario mushroom and they're like yeah, exactly. It's great. But it's like I would come back and be like, oh my God. I literally the first time I left, I came back and I was like, you're bigger.
Yeah.
You're doing things. Like it's so I was very, very happy
and blessed to like have that first 6
and even
months.
at the birth we were the only ones at the hospital.
Wow.
We didn't have to deal with anybody.
Wow.
Again, awesome.
Yeah.
So it sucked. It's been a terrible time, but like little things like that made it okay.
Yeah. Is your wife back at work now?
Well, she's on summer vacation right now.
Yeah,
because she was at the school. Yeah.
But
so,
she was back and stuff.
Yeah,
and
she
everything.
did the whole thing. There's a lot of it
was tough for teachers. I know
it's terrible for teachers. I don't like people don't
appreciate them,
dude. If us filmmakers don't get appreciated, they get treated like trash.
You know what's funny? You say that. I remember before SHU, I was at UB for undergrad, and I was gonna do the educational grad program, be a teacher, and because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and then my brother hooked me up with Thorne, and the president of the program talked to us and was like, literally leads off by saying, you know, you guys may not get respected at parties and you may not get respected in out and about, blah, 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 but just know what you do is meaningful and impactful. And I was like, yeah, I can't do that. Like, this is just not the way to start this off. Like, like, no, but it's true. They literally, if there's anyone that deserves anything they want, it's teachers. Yeah. Honestly, especially the good ones. You know, there are shit ones.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's shit everything. Yeah. You know, but it's a matter of, and that's, I'm trying to become a more positive person.
Good.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Because I was a very angry, like, 20-year-old, 30-year-old. Like, I'm trying to become better for my kid because, again, he's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of, like, teachers need to be treated better. Yeah. Because dude, if you have a kid, you know how hard it is to take care of one kid.
Imagine a whole classroom.
Dude, imagine you as a kid. We were all little bricks.
I know.
I was. Like, I feel bad for my teachers.
Yeah, I do too. For elementary school.
Yeah.
Tony's like, not me. Tony's
like, I was an angel. I had a mustache.
Tony used to prank. Probably.
They treated me great.
Tony was He was the prankster. He'd tie your backpack.
Not until high school, though. Not until high school.
So you were bad in high school,
I was fine. Yeah. I wasn't bad in high school. It was about having good fun with everyone, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Come on.
But, you know, it's like, dude, just realize. And then for us, it's like, dude, and that's one of the things, like, figuring out flying. So you see all these people that are flying business class, and they're all first class, and they're all just, dude, I've had to fly, shoot, and then fly at night. And, like, and I've flown first class a few times on those things, and it's the most relaxing thing in the entire world. And you've worked so hard all day. Not like going to a boardroom and talk. Like, you've worked.
Yeah, on your feet, running around.
Yeah, and that feeling, if you get stuck, like, in between two people, and you're like this, trying to get home from LA away for 5 hours after a shoot, it's horrendous.
Yeah.
And you realize, like, people don't get that you're actually working. Again, going right back to that.
Yeah.
It's just, it's unreal.
Yeah. And that's another thing we got to do more as people is, like, put ourselves in other people's shoes, especially for fields. Like,
100%.
You know what I mean? I forgot who said it. I think it was Muhammad Ali that said, if you treat a server poorly in front of him, then he knows who you really are. You know what I mean? Because like, why are you treating this person any different because they're a server?
Dude.
So
it's unreal. We also live in the Gold Coast is a little hoity-toity. You know?
Yeah,
I've never fit in
here. I know. Everything here is.
I actually driving here. I love driving through Bridgeport. I feel like, as weird as I feel like it's a little bit more comfortable. For me. But it's one of those. I don't know. It's just people need to realize that there's so much more to life, and you gotta stop giving a shit.
Yeah, I know.
It's just, I don't know.
There's a lot of societal pressures. We were talking about it, like with girls and stuff and all this stupid shit. But like, there's so much societal pressure for status, and like I was saying, I hate how money dictates your level of whatever in society.
Again, it's weird. Like, you get caught up watching all these podcasts and listening to people that have either experienced things more than you or just literally smarter than you. You also have to realize you're not the smartest person in the world.
No.
Like, understand that a lot of other people have better thoughts, better ideas, better everything. And collaborating is so much better than, like, bumping heads with somebody.
Yeah.
And people always talk about it. It's like, what's your happiness? It's not about, like, a lot of people say, all right, money. It's like, cool. All those people that I've been watching, they've hit a point where they're like, dude, yeah, it was fun to do it, but like, we missed out on everything. Happiness is just where you want it to be.
Yeah.
I never thought I was going to have a house in Fairfield with a family, and now I do. So now my mindset's a little bit different.
Right.
I still want to do what I do, but,
you just have different priorities too.
Yeah. And again, angry kid, hated everything, was always grumpy.
Why so angry?
No idea.
Why so angry?
Everyone's
Joker.
angry.
Why so serious?
Why so serious?
Oh,
Sorry.
no, Mike.
Jesus.
Oh, God. Read a book.
It's all good. It's all good.
We'll
Read a book about the movie.
Why so angry?
Yeah. I don't know, man. It was just one of those, we were just young. And
Yeah.
hardcore scene had a lot of, music that was positive and good, but everyone always had something to say, and you were always worried about what everyone was saying, so I was just always pissed.
Yeah.
Just grumpy.
Yeah.
And now I'm just...
You don't seem grumpy, though.
Yeah, that's years of... It's also my wife. My wife de-grumped me a little bit.
And now the baby,
and the baby seriously,
de-grumping.
yeah. The baby has found energy in me that I didn't know I had anymore,
Yeah.
So it's cool. But yeah, I don't know. It's finding your spot.
You got to do... There's this one, and I always thought of this when I become a father, but you would be great with it too. There's this one guy, he basically makes mini movies with his kid.
Yeah.
Have you seen him?
I've seen the VFX guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does the lava on the floor and the kid walking on the...
And when he's on the boat, he's like,
yeah,
the kid's like
dude.
this, and then it transitions, and he's like in a storm, and like it looks like he's in a real storm. Dude.
Yeah. So I'm not as good at visual
I know,
effects
but I'm
as
sure you
that,
have
but
someone
let me
that you know.
Well, actually I do.
That's what I'm
one of my
saying.
really good friends from Sacred Heart, Anthony Santos. He's the graphics guy. You know Santos. He teaches.
Santos. Yeah. Of course.
So him and I, dude, we used to spend so much time in the old editing lab together doing our finals and stuff. His final project his senior year was this animation, and I could not believe he had done it. He had downloaded this software on his computer. His computer was about to explode because it did not have the power to render like these images.
Yeah.
And it was a full animation. This little dude on a plane, the plane lands, and it goes up into space. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, I finished my senior thesis was so bad. It was like, it was a cool concept, but I didn't really care. I just wanted to get out of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I saw his, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you better go to Pixar or something.
Yeah,
you better be making this stuff. He was great. It was
That's sick. That's something I want to learn, but it just takes a lot of time, honestly.
Yeah, you know what? It's tough.
Yeah.
Learning new things now is tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't have the patience for it. I've never had patience for it.
Yeah.
It's tough. But it'd be cool to learn how to do that. And I try to do little things with my kid. I actually attached the GoPro to his little walker.
Oh, cool.
and he just ran. I actually attached it in the front. I attached it in the back, like his little feet running around and stuff. And then I put it to the Tokyo Drift theme song.
Oh, that's funny.
That song I wonder if
you know. I can see Tokyo. And you hear the ding, ding, ding. Dude. So my kid, when he would run, the way he would stop is that he would drag his feet.
Oh.
So, dude, it was the perfect song
That's
for it.
so
It was great. Yeah. It was really cool. But he's, again, like, when I get bored, I film him. During COVID, it was like, what camera do I have? And let's shoot something different every day with him. So, yeah, I think I'm going to try to do more stuff. I think it'll be more fun when he can talk. And But, like 3
years old, 3, 4. Yeah, dude, that'll be so
Hopefully,
fun.
if he wants to. If not,
of course, of course.
That's one of those things, you know, the new parent thing is weird. Like, dude, how am I a parent?
Yeah.
You know?
Is it crazy?
Dude, mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's fun.
Isn't it weird? Like you create a half you,
dude, and he's like you.
Yeah.
Like the kid does stuff, and I go, dude, I do that.
Yeah.
Like,
I pick my nose and eat
it. Stop eating your boogers.
That's funny.
And then it's cool. But he's bringing a lot more creativity out of me because it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, you get bored too.
Yeah.
That was my biggest problem. I think I was getting bored during COVID. And even now, like I'm like ready. I'm itching to go and work. I'm actually going. I'm going to the shoot the NBA final or NBA 2K finals.
Are you, dude?
Yeah,
it's
in Dallas.
Dallas, that's right, dude.
So
that's another thing I want to talk to you about.
I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks.
Dude, how sick is that?
Dude, it was one of the, so the guy that took us to Alaska.
Yeah.
He's the guy. He went to go work for NBA 2K, and he brought us on.
Awesome.
So it was him that got us, you know, because he used to work with Andrew down at Turner.
Got it.
And so like they've always kept in touch. They did all this stuff, and so he kind of brought us over from where he was working.
That's awesome.
To do this stuff, and it's just been awesome.
Dude, they're so cool. We had Brendan.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah,
Shout out
super
Brendan
really
Donahue.
is.
Yeah,
he's so down to earth.
earth.
Yeah, Jinx.
Yeah, you owe me a Coke.
Yeah. I didn't want to finish because you kept going, but that's
okay.
He is that league. Yeah, shut up. That league is cool. They actually just added. They're gonna be adding a new team in Australia too, which is I just love the whole concept of it. I think
it's awesome.
so different, dude. Like,
you know, at first I thought it was a joke.
Yeah,
I was like, this is the dumbest thing in the entire world.
Yeah,
it's like video. I mean, I've been going through Screen Vision and shooting stuff. We've been shooting a lot of like Comic-Con and all those conventions stuff. And you would see all this stuff, and like I saw NBA 2K in one of the things. I think it was PAX East or something like that. And I was like, dude, this is ridiculous. There's 5 dudes playing 5 dudes. It's like everyone controls. Like, how are they doing this?
Yeah.
Because usually, like,
you play
one-on-one.
Yeah, you play the whole team. You're like, whoever's the ball, you control that guy.
Yeah, and then when I saw the league start, and then when I saw the setup, and I saw the games, and these dudes are like screaming at each other.
Like,
I'm sitting there laughing because I'm like, you're taking this game way too seriously.
Yeah.
Way too seriously.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you start meeting some of the guys, and it's like, dude, it's cool. It's cool that finally there's an outlet for people that play video games.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, I love that the world has gotten to the point where it's like, all right, video games aren't for losers.
Yeah.
You can make a profession out of it. Yeah. And not even just that. It's dope because you don't even have to be a gamer, dude. You could be the camera guy. You could be the producer of the show.
It's bringing more work.
You could bring talent. You could be the talent for that. Like, I mean, dude, if one of these dudes knew anything about NBA 2K League stuff, they'd easily be talent for that. Because no offense to those dudes, like I just think Gino and the Tonys of the world are better than Barnes.
Dude, I don't even see that stuff again because when you start working for those things, like when I worked for Sports Illustrated shooting those things, I hated sports. I hated sports. I was done. I didn't want to hear ESPN talk about anybody because usually it was like famous dudes and stuff. And also, I don't follow it as well.
Right.
So when I would say I'm gonna go film this
blah blah blah,
people are like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know who he is." Like, so especially football. I'm a huge soccer fan.
Cool.
Like, die-hard Liverpool fan.
Renee is also a soccer fan.
Renee, what team you got, girl?
What
team? What team?
Oh, Italy.
That's good. Well, that's good year for.
I love women's U.S.
Hell yeah, you do.
They're killer.
Absolutely.
They lost.
They lost to Canada.
Yeah, semifinals.
But
no, I'm just joking.
But let me tell you something. For a long time, those women would destroy our men's team.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Easily.
I was like, the men's didn't have a chance.
No.
But But yeah, so
huge soccer fan.
Huge soccer fan. So that's the only thing that I'll really talk about.
Yeah.
And know at least some background. But,
Yeah.
But it's just crazy. And that stuff is, and NBA 2K is just really cool because it is an NBA thing. So like I've gone to stadiums.
Yeah.
And you get to see all the stuff.
Yeah.
I actually right now I actually have the trophy at my house.
Do you really, the 2K League trophy?
I had to film. I was hired to film it from my boss. So yeah, I'll even show you.
Is it heavy? Yeah. It is, right? I mean, it looks pretty big. I've seen it, obviously. It's a great trophy.
So I was just sitting there, dude.
Wow.
I know where we're going after this.
First to the place to get some food, and then to my basement. All right, dude. Let's have a party.
Come down to my basement.
Yeah, you can hang out with my
That's
kid.
a sweet setup. I love the lights, too.
Yeah, that was actually Andrew about those. And he's like, I got these lights. And like, I want you to just take it and just have at it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the coolest thing to ever be told. Like, it's stressful because I'm like, sometimes creatively, I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
But once I got, like, last night, I was up until like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
I was like,
because you were just flowing, right?
Like, you don't think that's the other thing. When you really do love what you do, you have no idea that you're doing it at the time. You're just like in this zone.
Yep.
And it's unbelievable. Like a blink, it's time travel.
Yeah.
I always say it's time travel because especially editing too.
Oh,
dude, I was just gonna say,
I was just saying last night was a good example for me.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, 1 o'clock, I was like, whoa.
In a blink of an eye, and then you're trying to think of what you did, and you're like, I did 3 things.
Yeah, right.
I made 4 cuts, and I adjusted audio.
I got
took
10
me
seconds
5.5
of video
hours.
now. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Dude, it's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad. And especially now, like when you do, I've been doing a lot of 15-second, 30-second, like Instagram pieces,
like
stories
reels
and stuff, and reels and stuff. And it's just like 5 seconds takes me an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then the next 5. And then because everything's so fast and yet you have to tell a story and then it's insane. Dude, cutting for social media is out of control.
Yeah, I know.
It's a whole different kind of editing.
It is. Like we'll do this piece, right?
Yeah,
Let's say this is our long format. That'll go up on YouTube and then we'll literally take the promo. That's our IGTV, one of our IGTV. Then it's like a 30-second
I saw
minute.
I saw the yesterday with
Todd Barnes.
The 1 minute piece on
first
Instagram.
that, and then
that was awesome.
Sacred Heart.
And then Sacred Heart. He's got some
dude, but like that's awesome. Like
it really is.
That's so cool because then you also don't feel intimidated ever meeting anybody because you're like, dude, they're from shoot. Like they've done the same stuff that we have. Like it's awesome.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Honestly, we talk about them way too much that they should just donate some money to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tens of thousands of dollars.
But yeah, like that school really is amazing. With I don't know about the other programs. I couldn't tell you, but like the programs we're like the film program we were in, SCM and stuff, and the guys we know, like they genuinely mean when you come here and you're a part of this family, you are in forever.
Yeah.
I wanted
that was a good move. Did it slide off?
Yeah, I wanted it to.
No,
I wanted it to.
No, I was still in the
So he failed?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm trying again.
I'm never going to make it.
Yeah, dude, quit the film industry. You're never going to make it.
You're going to see him at 1 in the morning tonight just sliding.
Imagine if by accident I'm live on Twitch.
That's how this has to end. Yeah. Like this podcast has to end with him tossing it, not making it, and then turning black. Yeah. Like black and white fade out. Like but yeah, no, Sacred Heart's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And SCM is one of those things that, you know what, Miller and Brian have done it right. And Miller is one of the greatest people because he understands that things have changed.
Yeah.
And that's one of the coolest part. And when he hired me, it was like, what do we need to get?
Yeah.
He's like, what have you seen out there that we should get? Like the C100s, like the lenses. And so
dude, I love
like,
the C100s.
if you start working with the stuff, then you're going to say, like, everyone's going to see a C300 out there.
Yes.
Any documentary right now, unless
you're C3.
It's a C300, it's an FS7.
Yeah.
And once you understand that concept of ISO, shutter, aperture, and little things, you can work with any camera. You can work with a Red.
Yes.
A Red is not complicated.
Right.
It really is. And an Alexa, their menu system is even easier. It is dummy proof.
Wow.
So if you know the basics of it, which is what you need to really understand, because can't get that with like certain cameras.
Yeah.
Interchangeable lenses. How to do that.
That's why I like Canon, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, dude, at this point, it's just what it's gonna be. Like,
what shot can you get?
We shoot a lot with Red because we have a Red.
Yeah.
That's it.
I wish we had one.
Yeah, like but
We don't need one. Oh yeah,
It
exactly.
really is true. Like once you start getting into certain things, you're like, dude, like I don't want to lug a red around.
Yeah. Actually, Sharon here owns one, and I've seen it in person. It is a lot.
It is a heavy.
Yeah.
And that's if you have a minimal rig.
Yeah.
Like you can have a handle and then a monitor and then your lens.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then the body, of course.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like you can rig that thing out and it can weigh 50 pounds on your shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes you just don't need it.
Yeah.
You really don't. Like if you shoot certain things with certain cameras in log mode and whatever, I don't care who you like. The certain hoity-toity people will be like, I can tell the difference.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Shut up.
I
It's
know.
going to the web.
Yeah.
Like, when's the last thing you did something that you posted up on a movie screen?
Yeah. Exactly.
Like-
to everybody out there.
Yeah, like
There's very few.
so the screen vision stuff that we used to shoot, that salmon stuff, that would go on the big screen.
Oh, cool.
That was the ads before the movies.
Oh, cool.
So there's two companies that do it, and that was one of them.
Got it.
So we would shoot a lot, so that would make sense. We had an 8K red and shoot it as big as
That
possible.
yes.
Make it look.
Exactly.
But then we're doing this stuff for Dell, and it's just like, dude,
It's going
it's
on
gonna
phones.
go. It's
and
gonna go on
computer
phones and stuff.
desktops,
Like
yeah.
my A7S is gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you don't pull out a.
The A7S
iPhone,
is a
but-
nice camera too. I
Yeah.
do like that.
You put it through an external recorder, you can get even better footage. Like it really is what you're doing. I mean, look at all these cameras. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Like what
Yeah.
you're doing here is perfect. Every
Yeah.
one of these cameras are capable of getting you the image that you need.
Yep. Exactly.
You know, and people aren't going to complain,
No.
especially online. I mean, they complain about everything else.
Yeah, everything else, yeah. All right, so one thing we actually asked, before we round it up is what is, and maybe you're not reading right now, but has there been a book?
Reading books.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
Has there been a book, or maybe one person did he watches motivational YouTube videos or motivational speakers type of a thing.
Yeah.
Has there been something that's kind of helped you through life in that sense, like reading wise or something
The
like that?
Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Love it. That's a book.
It is.
The Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
The Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Wow.
It is phenomenal. I forget who wrote it. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
It is one of the most.
I don't know anything.
Listen, it's a best-selling book.
Yeah.
It's out
I've heard
there.
of it.
Yeah, it's a really cool book. I actually got it on. I don't read. I'm terrible at reading, man. I can't sit there and focus for that long. So I had an audio.
Audiobook, yeah.
So it's on Audible. It's like been up there. It was a bestseller, all that stuff. But
Yeah.
The reason that I loved it so much is because it talks like a normal person.
Yes.
Dude's just like, fuck this, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, yeah, that's I swear a lot.
Yeah.
You know,
And
I try
I could,
not to.
you could reach out. He could reach you. He
It
could
reached
reach
me,
you.
yeah, but it was also common sense
Yeah.
stuff. It's like you realize, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
No one fucking cares.
Yeah.
Like, I get anxiety a lot. And for stupid reason. Like, I'm at the airport getting anxiety. I'm like, dude, I'm never going to see these people ever again.
Yeah.
I mean, now with phone culture, you
Yeah,
could
you
get
never
caught
know.
doing something stupid.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But, like, for the most part, no one gives a shit.
Yeah. I
No
know.
one cares about you. No one cares about what your day's been. No one cares about what you create. No one cares. I mean, think about how much you care about somebody else.
Right.
A random person. Do you give 3 shits about someone that walks down the street? No,
Right.
you don't care. You're thinking about your own stuff.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things. It's just like,
It's like getting out of your own head, getting out of your own way.
and
kinda.
just saying, fuck it.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
I love
And
that.
that book helped. And one of Richard Branson's autobiographies.
Yeah. He just flew into space.
Yeah.
Shout out Richard
He's,
Branson version.
he's a funny dude. And,
Yeah.
and I think the one that I had is an audiobook that he read. So that was pretty
He
cool.
seems like it's his voice. Oh, I like
Yeah,
that.
I think
oh,
so.
cool.
I'm almost positive it's his voice.
He seems like one of those good billionaires. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Well,
he
that
doesn't
was the
look-
thing that I learned
Yeah,
from
he
it. I
doesn't
was
seem
like,
evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a prankster too.
Oh, is
by
he?
the way, Tony.
Tony,
He's a
look at Tony.
prankster.
Turn quick.
Boy,
Is he?
Tony.
Billionaire prankster?
Billionaire
Yes.
prankster. Tony.
Not
You
Tony Stark.
should try to prank him.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, dude. I'll
That's
get
how
in.
we'll get this. This
Yeah.
is how we're going to take it to the next level, guys.
Yeah. Prank
I'm
him.
feeling this. We're going to prank Branson.
Branson.
No, but that was a good book too. It was cool.
Okay, cool. And then the last question we
Keep on
asked.
going, dude. I'm just chilling.
I love
I'm
it.
enjoying it.
The other question is, what's something you tell a young you? If
Stop making excuses.
Stop making excuses.
Literally.
Nice.
Stop making excuses. Excuses are stupid. No one gives a fuck. Again, back to that.
I love it.
No one cares.
Yeah.
You're hired for a job. Do your job.
Yeah. That's it.
It's so simple.
Yeah.
It's so simple. It really is. Andrew was the one that really, again, there's a lot of things that Andrew Oshan taught me, and it was because of the fact that I did not go into the business the normal way, going with a big company, I didn't know shit. I thought I knew shit. I didn't know shit. Like, one of my first editing jobs with him, like, he sent it in, and it was just like, it's not good. I couldn't figure out how to cut those Sports Illustrated things. And it was the first time that they were like, dude, you know, you're not good. And I was like, and in my head, I'm making an excuse. I'm like, well, maybe I'm just not good at that right now. And, you know, later on, I realized, yeah, there was a specific way of editing these things that was boom, 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 that I just did not get. Now, you gave me another thing, I could figure it out. Done. But the no excuses thing, it's just like everyone has an excuse, but you don't, you know, people won't even realize it. I would think of something and be like, oh, I'll tell him that I couldn't do this because of this. I'll tell him that this shot I don't think this shot works because of this. It's like things he would have never noticed. Now you're letting people notice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
you're making the problem.
Exactly. It's like, that's actually a better way to say it. It's like, don't cause the problem.
Yeah.
Because you're causing it because of yourself.
Right.
You know, like the excuses thing, and it's for everything. Don't make it just be like, yeah, like if you mess up, you messed up.
Yeah.
Get over it.
It's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. And trust me, for years I thought it was the end of the world. I would lose my mind. I would like couldn't sleep. Like I would turn
eat yourself up and like
yeah. And then like if you got a bad review, like I've been afraid my entire life of posting things. I'm scared as hell. Like this new drawing thing that I'm doing, I'm scared as hell. My wife is the only reason that I actually like made an account. I put it out. But I'm like, I don't want people to see my stuff.
Why?
Though I kind of do want people to see my stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's scary.
Yeah.
It's very scary to have someone go, you know, especially if you hear a lot of good things all the time.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you get someone that's like, dude, your stuff sucks.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, well maybe it does suck, and then you start thinking about the next, and you're like, oh, maybe this stuff.
Maybe this sucks.
Yeah, it's like, maybe I shouldn't post this one. Yeah. Maybe I should try to find another. Like it.
Yeah.
Post it.
Yes.
Do it.
Yeah.
Post it. Create it.
Yeah.
Do it.
There's so many people waste money on crappy movies to make. There's someone out there funding it.
Yeah.
Someone read that script and goes, solid script, we're gonna make millions. Let's go.
F9, dude.
Yeah, F9, dude.
It'll be.
Dude, we watched.
The saga continues, baby.
We saw it.
No way, did you?
We went
in theaters. We paid for tickets
because we have a show called Screen Time where we review like movies. Like A Block is like.
Dude, can I start coming and hanging with you guys?
Yes,
Absolutely.
I'm dead serious.
Dude, I was gonna say, dude, come.
I would love. I think. And the fact that I'm 10 minutes away from you, I've been needing to do something more creative.
Yeah.
There we go.
But I suck at starting these things.
Dude, come on.
So I like to jump on everyone else's stuff and then try to see if I can help.
Right.
Yeah, dude, you definitely could. Screen Time you
absolutely.
love. A Block is like, it's just news of like what to like. We help you funnel out Netflix. All the
hell yeah.
Everything. It's like, this is what we're watching. It's dope, blah, blah. This is what everybody's
By the way,
trying to do.
what are we watching these days?
Right now, I know it sounds. It's really.
Dude, I don't care. You watch
Zoo.
it.
Zoo.
The Zoo. Which one's that one?
It's like a Walking
Dude, I've seen
Dead.
I've seen all of One Tree Hill, so I can't say.
Dude,
shit.
I love that. I'm
dead
that.
serious.
Yeah,
That's
a great show.
I've decided that anything that has more than 4 seasons,
Worth getting into?
it does. I don't care what it is.
Yeah, you
have to watch.
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's like
Because there's that goes back to people. There's something someone saw.
yeah,
Right.
Someone's seeing something and going, you know what? We're gonna keep on pumping money into this
Yeah.
and keep on going because someone's out there watching it.
Yeah.
Enough that they're deciding, yeah, let's keep it going.
One Tree Hill is legendary. I'm not.
It
Gonna lie.
is. It's horrible.
Yeah, but
Horrible,
it's
awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Dude,
It's so funny.
And then the last seasons, they brought out a dude making movies and going to Sundance. I was like, I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Is that how it is?
Literally,
literally. I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah.
All right, I'm really watching this. I'm like, I've seen everything. I love some of the and that's the other thing. I watch a lot of stuff while editing, so I have
too.
to have mindless crap in the
Me
background.
too. That's literally. I'll have whatever on over there. I'll be editing. 'cause
Dude,
it's like-
anything. I don't care what it is. I'll
Literally.
just have it there. So I've seen all those teenager shows, like
this
everything.
one, it's like Walking Dead meets Animals, basically, and like there's a company.
What?
Yeah, and there's a company, Raiden. It's like some major corporation that makes animal products, and they fly the planes over the crop fields, and they put the whatever.
Yeah.
And basically, the way they create their food, it's like the process of doing it has triggered the evolution process in animals. So instead of it happening in millions of years, it happens in 2 weeks.
Oh snap!
So like any animal getting affected, they're mutating and evolving within 2 weeks of this like more intense version of himself.
Jacked up rampage style.
Like, dude, grizzly bears, for example, they have a different coating of skin now that, like, if you try to stab it, it breaks the knife. Yeah.
Right, that's what we need.
Yeah. Just like different little stuff, like bats can fly higher now.
Dude, now think about that. Who the hell thinks of these things?
Yeah.
Isn't that the coolest part? That's why I love creativity.
Yes.
Because someone's brain went, yo, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And it's so what can we make a bear?
Yeah.
Be like this badass more. Like a bear is badass.
Yeah,
guys.
already.
Like that dude will mess you up.
Yeah.
It'll mess anything up. But now you're gonna get an indestructible skin.
Yeah, exactly.
Psychotic.
Yeah, dude. And now, of course, I'm spoiler alert. Season 2, humans are getting affected now. So when they get bit, essentially the part of us that becomes human, that part of the brain gets shut off, and they're turning into like ultimate hunting machines, basically like predators.
Solid.
It's cool. It's like it's a low budget show. You could tell. The lead, the dad in what's that vampire show? No, not show. Movies. The movies.
Twilight.
The dad in Twilight.
I haven't seen
I
that.
have not seen Twilight.
That one I don't
He's
think
in
I
it.
can do.
He's in it. But it's a low budget. It's good.
the low budgets are
Sweet
cool.
Tooth too.
Yo, I saw that.
Watch that.
Is it good?
Dude, watch that.
All right.
I am telling you. I'm not gonna even
Oh
tell you.
yeah, I've seen Sweet Tooth actually.
Dude.
It is good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell
It
you. I
is so
can't.
good. Shut up.
Yeah, no, literally, dude, you're gonna be like, oh my god, this is cool. This is a cool concept.
That's awesome.
But yeah, screen time is like A block news, B block. We talk about, like, for example, it was Arnold's birthday the other day.
Hell yeah.
We did
Best of Arnold
Schwarzenegger movies.
Of course. What was oh damn! I gotta start listening to these. Now.
We had a
Yeah,
couple.
dude.
We each like give.
We
our,
try to do different picks as well.
Yeah,
you know?
so all
Kindergarten Cop,
different.
right?
Oh, dude, yeah, it was obviously
Kindergarten Cop.
Last
wasn't
Action Hero.
Last
That
Action
wasn't there.
Hero. I did Running Man, Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way.
Oh, hell yeah.
Talking about Predator, obviously.
Predator, yeah.
Terminator.
I just rewatched those the other day.
Predator?
Dude, the first one's so good.
Dude, it's so good. You know what the thing is too is like now all the subscription companies are like pretty much getting trilogies
Right.
and like long things. So you just sit there for like days.
Oh
and
my
days.
god, dude, I know.
I've watched Beverly Hills Cop, all of them through.
Oh,
again.
they're
Wow.
also
Dude,
so
those
good,
shits
so
were
underrated.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my
so
god.
funny.
All three of
the
them.
Underworlds.
Oh, Underworld's really good too.
Dude,
Haven't
like
seen
how
it.
is Underworld? They have like 7 movies.
Yeah. There was
It's-
like a prequel.
Dude,
and then
it's
like,
insane.
I gotta see those.
Yeah, and
Kate
actually,
Beckinsale,
Kate
baby.
Beckinsale. Have you seen the new one, Jolt?
No, I have not.
Oh, dude. You know what the dude, shut up. All right? Just shut up. That's how good it is. No, it's a cool concept. It's a concept that this girl can't the part of her brain that just has rage can click on. And she's just way too crazy. She can't be controlled in like certain things.
Cool.
Dude, it's cool.
I like that.
It was good.
Yeah, you got to come on screen time. Honestly, that's
Apparently this just turned into screen time. So
no, yeah, no. I'm saying like, dude, we do that twice a week too, and it's like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock that we shoot
At night?
At night.
At night,
Oh,
yeah.
that's good.
Yeah,
If you do
so-
7, that's right after my baby goes to
Oh,
sleep.
dude, yeah, we
That's
can
good.
definitely, dude, yeah.
And
You got to come.
we played Nintendo
Then we play
sometimes.
Switch after.
Third block.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm terrible at video games. But
Oh,
I'll try.
but dude, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I only play FIFA at like the easiest level.
Oh, that's fun.
no.
That's
Score
fun.
goals and scream like I'm a champion.
I love it. I love it. Oh man, dude.
Dude, this has been fun.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed this. a
Good.
lot.
Good.
I knew you
Good.
would,
Wow.
dude. I was so excited that you were excited to come.
Oh yeah, dude.
Honestly.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Again, I've been trying to get into more things, and I need people like you. I need people that are like creative and want to do things. 'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes I get so stagnant.
Yeah, well, we need you, dude. Honestly, I love that you're so close.
Yeah, dude.
And we'll tell you actually when the cameras are off what we're doing behind the scenes. But
The cameras are off.
yeah, yeah,
into
yeah.
my basement.
It's not that
HBO nightly.
Yeah, with LED lights.
Oh, yeah. So many LED
Oh
lights.
yeah, party.
So smoke machines.
Just like all three, like
Yeah, just dancing.
oh man. But yeah, so I think that's it. You guys are definitely gonna see Manny on screen time now.
Apparently, I'm coming back.
yeah,
baby.
let's go.
Yeah, no, I love
Join
that.
us then.
That'll be dope, honestly. And yeah, do you have anything else you want to say?
Oh, you mentioned RJ was born in July. What day?
July 13th.
I'm 25th.
25th.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Still July, baby.
I just can't
Yeah,
wait for my kid to have a Friday the 13th birthday.
Oh,
It's gonna
yeah.
be so awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, seriously, I could keep on going with stories, but
Yeah.
last one, there was nobody at the hospital on Friday the 13th when he was born.
Wow.
There was like nobody there.
He was born on a Friday too.
Yeah, no one wanted to. Or was it Friday?
Oh no.
No, it wasn't Friday. But it was the 13th. No one wanted to have their kid on the 13th. I was like, absolutely, let's do this.
So what do? You just hold it in for a day?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not the girl.
I don't know, man. Dude, they brought me in there. My kid came out pooping and pissing. I didn't really know.
They all do.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, they all do.
I was fully decked out.
And the wife,
So
the women do too, apparently.
Dude,
I'm pooping and pissing right now.
Yeah, no,
And let's that note, Manny Santiago, everybody.
All right, guys, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Hell yeah, do it. He did it.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.